Hey everybody, thanks for watching. We're going to get into our mid-May update. Today is May 16th. We didn't get some things that we were expecting like the TDM game mode yet, but what we did get was a huge movement nerf. Movement changes, leapers got changed slightly, slam fist got changed, and a whole bunch of other just like flying and movement changes, so we're going to go ahead and get into it. So first off, for gameplay, solo mode is now restricted to level 8 of the player count. Added cancel block support for tasks during interactions, so you can now like cancel something if you're interacting with a hextractor. Now you should be able to cancel a little bit easier. Fixed an issue where characters failed to use the jetpack if they collided with another player before jumping from elevated surface. Fixed rare cases where sprinting inertia was not preserved when letting go of the input stick while airborne, so fixing inertia in the air and whatnot. Fixed pin markers not applying to free space on the minimap when reverting to previously marked objects. Fixed an issue where only the first custom loadout could be selected in the random loadouts tab. Fixed loadout crate getting stuck in destroyed roof geometry in certain locations. So sometimes if you were to like call in a loadout or shoot a drone down, it was getting stuck in areas where you couldn't open it. They're trying to fix that texture issue. Loadouts now properly provide shotgun ammo. Provide fixed issue where a player could use movement input to interrupt emote animations in the lobby. Fixed an issue where the jetpack's visual effects disappeared when activated behind the character from long distances. Fixed missing video effects for the fire and flex emote. Fixed skunk paw toxic smoke video effects not appearing in some instances. Fixed terrain tile mismatches in the OCO area. Fixed invisible collision in OCO stairs. Added collision to previously passable asset in Little Kiev, probably talking about being able to walk into some of those rock walls and whatnot that we've seen in Little Kiev. We're getting into the major changes with movement and whatnot. Cyberlimbs here, as you can see, number 1 here on the screen. Slam Fist Dash now applies a brief slowdown after ending to reduce horizontal momentum. So I'm going to show that here at the end of this video. You're going to see me in the combat range. I'm going to show exactly what momentum has changed. Fixed an issue so preventing Cyberlimb abilities use after attaching legs. Fixed an issue preventing Cyberlegs abilities from working after switching shoulder attachments. Fixed broken hard surfaces on detached Cyberlimbs after reconnection. Switching between maxi guns no longer breaks HUD ammo count or overheat status. Added support to cancel maxi gun when roadrunners are activated. Fixed maxi gun widget not uploading correctly after activation. Fixed visual glitches involving roadrunner effects. Paralyzer snapshot duration reduced from 9 seconds to 3 seconds to improve clarity. So that strobing effect with the paralyzer, they're trying to make it a little bit more user friendly. I'm excited to see this change because paralyzer was completely nerfed off the map. This might make it a little bit easier to use this for an anti-ghost Cyberlimb. So it says snapshots show the last known enemy position. This change reduces visual clutter without affecting gameplay balance. So the whole like 3 snapshots you had where one was faded and one was super bright, it's a lot easier now. There shouldn't be 3 is basically what I'm getting from this. Fixed an issue causing players to sometimes be stuck in slide state after using Ripper while sliding. Weapons. Switching between maxi guns no longer breaks HUD ammo count or overheat status. Remove the edit attachment option for Ninja Kestrel. Fixed readability issue with weapon attachment text overflowing UI boxes. Fixed a rare error triggered after acquiring a legendary Casper. Updated post-match text for clarity. Updated item listing success notification. Updated notifications for create and unlist market offers. Fixed overlapping UI elements when switching between random and custom loadout tabs with no loadouts. Fixed issue where unreleased content settings appeared in the settings screen. Fixed various UI inconsistencies across menus and indicators. Localization added additional localization support for OTG. Fixed unsupported characters displayed in the matchmaking indicator for Korean and Japanese. Performance and stability backend updated to support Plink social features. Backend processes synced to support mainnet. Fixed issues retrieving items from the marketplace. Fixed backend issues related to item balances and pending transactions, and fixed various crashes and stability issues. So what we're seeing with the major limb changes here in this update is we're seeing the Slam Fist huge nerf. When you come out of your Slam Fist, you aren't going the speed that your Slam Fist was. There's a huge delay now, so you are still able to fly out of it, but you're at the speed like you just started flying off of a ledge. So you're still going to have to fly down to catch that speed to really boost. With leapers now, when you use your vertical leapers into the air, the boost is gone. So it's once again just putting you in the air essentially like you just jumped off a ledge 40 feet up in the air, 30 feet up in the air, and now you're flying. You do have to fly down to gain that momentum. So it really seems like it's a Roadrunner meta, which is what I've been running, so I'm thankful for that. A lot of people are still saying that Roadrunners are nerfed into the ground with the recent like 33% change. I still think they're amazing. Personally, that's what I've been running since I started running them a couple of months ago, and I can't get off of it. So I'm glad to see that Roadrunners are back on top, but I'm not super excited to have everybody using Roadrunners. The Maxi Gun did get a nerf. Apparently now you can't use the Maxi Gun while you're in air and leaper to stay in the air. That's what I read in the Discord chat, so I'm excited about that because I don't know about you, but I was getting maxi gunned from like people in the sky who were just raining bullets down, man. And Vlad really loves that maxi gun, so he buffed it to the sky, and I'm ready for it to get, you know, a little bit more even. But that was pretty much the whole update. I'm gonna go ahead and cut to the combat range here. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and try out our leapers here and just show what the movement is that changed. So as you can tell, I'm gonna get down here on the ground. And I'm going to leaper up, and this is me trying to move as fast as I possibly can. Okay, so you see it's still rather fast if you do the whole downward motion and you pull up like that. But coming out of leapers, it does feel a decent amount different. I would say probably like a 30-ish% change in the speed. And now we're going to try our slam fist, okay? So if you've been doing the whole slam fist momentum movement, how you can really just launch yourself like across the map, you get going honestly 132 kmh like right off the rip. Watch this, okay? Watch my KMH on the bottom left of the screen with this slam. Okay, right side of the screen. Yeah, I mean, I'm only going 50 now. Like, normally that would get you around 100 kilometers an hour, sometimes up to 130. So, like, it's a huge move. It's a huge movement meta change. It's really going to change up what limbs are being used right now. I still think Ghost is very strong. People are going to be using Ghost. But once again, I'm excited for these changes. I do think, like... I do think it's good, but when are we going to find a balance is the question. You know what I'm saying? So once again, here we do go. Just super slow, right? 100%, like, there's a change there. And then let's get our leapers here in one more second. Yeah. So the leapers feel like you do come out a little bit faster than a slam fist. I feel like there's going to be people using leapers a little bit more than slam fist if they like that vertical movement. But once again, I'm going to be running Roadrunners and slam fist still, I think, and just be testing it out. That was pretty much the whole update. I appreciate you guys coming in. Thank you all for watching. We did just hit 500 subs on the YouTube channel, so if you're new here, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to catch more off the grid. If you watch the video all the way to the end, I really do appreciate you. Please let me know by commenting teardrop down below in the comments, and I'll respond. I appreciate you all. Have fun in teardrop, and I'll see you in the next one.